Well, while we're in the mood for all things fall, October is the month of the year where things get extra spooky. And this week on Fox 54's miniseries, Haunted Huntsville, we're taking things to a place that's not traditionally scary by any means, the Maple Hill Playground. But after several paranormal sightings, locals have coined a new name for the playground, the Dead Children's Playground. Our Nixon Norman tells us more.
Maple Hill Cemetery is one of Alabama's oldest and largest cemeteries. Not only does it house the headstones of many historical figures, the cemetery, oddly enough, has a playground as well. Its name to many is the Maple Hill Playground, but to others, as morbid as it is, this is the Dead Children's Playground.
It's always been speculated that this is where the spirits of the children who are buried at Maple Hill Cemetery come to play.
A place that is no stranger to whispers.
There's also been a rumor that a serial killer had murdered a number of children and buried them in this area too. That is an urban legend. That did not happen.
And a place that is no stranger to speculated paranormal activity.
A lot of people have said they've been here and strange things happen, like the swings will swing by themselves when there's no air, no wind in this area at all.
Author and co-founder of Huntsville Ghost Walk shares the paranormal experiences of others who have dared to visit the playground after dark.
There was an incident that was told to me by two different people. They did not know each other. They were not here at the same time, but the story was exactly the same. What these young men told me was that they were here with some friends. It was after dark. I'm sure alcohol may have been involved. And while they were sitting on the swings, they saw come out of the side of the hill here in the rocky area, single file, 6 monks. And they walked very slowly in front of them. The monks did not look up. They did not say anything. They made no acknowledgement to the young men who were sitting here. And they kept walking slowly, silently, until they disappeared into the woods and the rocks on the other side of the park. But one of these young men had an additional story to tell me. He said that while they were here this night, the ghost of a little girl came to him. And he said she was dressed in a beautiful, elaborate dress, and he described it to me. He said the ghost of the little girl walked up to him and said, "I know who you are." So the next morning, while he was having breakfast with his parents, he described this event, described the dress that the little girl was wearing, and his mother burst into tears. She went into the next room and she brought back a photo album. And when she opened it up, there was the picture of the ghost, the little girl that he had seen, wearing that same dress that he had described. It turns out that he had a sister who died before he was born, and she was just a little girl at that time. But she said to him, "I know who you are."
You may not run into these particular entities yourself, but if you do decide to step foot on the Dead Children's Playground, you're sure to feel the joy or fear of the children playing there, dead or alive. With this week's Haunted Huntsville, I'm Nixon Norman, Fox 54 News.